Hello, I am Adrian Moulton, Superintendent at Monroe Central School Corporation, and I would like to welcome you to our first Golden Bear webcast. This is being recorded on Thursday afternoon, October the 29th, 2015. In this webcast, I'll be reviewing our Bear positives from the first part of this school year. Also, we will be discussing the upcoming 14-15 ISTEP results. Those should be released shortly. Then also, we'd like to talk to you about a survey that we will be conducting to gather input about the 2016-17 school calendar. In my office, I have a bulletin board that I call my Bear Positives. I try to track some of the great things that our students and staff members are accomplishing. This is just a small representation of all the wonderful things that our students, staff members have been able to accomplish this school year. The Monroe Central students and staff are doing amazing things here in Golden Bear Land, and I want to congratulate them on a fantastic start to the school year. There's some other Bear positives that I would like to highlight in today's webcast. The first is our honor roll. The initial grading period for the school year has ended, and we have been able to release our honor rolls both at the elementary and at the junior-senior high school. I want to congratulate those students that were able to make the honor rolls and let parents know and community members that those honor rolls are now available on the school websites, both at the elementary and the junior-senior high school. I want to encourage all of our students to do their personal best this school year in the classroom. Three events that are coming up that I want to highlight as Bear positives. Elementary teacher Mr. Bruce Swallow is starting a new program, All Pro Dads. This is for all elementary students and their fathers. Their actual first meeting is tomorrow, Friday, October the 30th at 7 a.m. They plan to meet on the last Friday of each month, about an hour before school, just to sit and eat some donuts and listen to a speaker. It's a great opportunity for dads to come to school and show their support of their children here at Monroe Central. I thank Mr. Swallow for getting this program started. A couple of events that are going on next week at the junior-senior high school. On Tuesday night, our band will have their first concert of the new school year. That's at 7 p.m. in the cafeteria. I look forward to hearing from our band students. Also, next Thursday, our Fall Sports Athletic Awards program will take place in the main gymnasium at 6:30 p.m. It has been a fantastic fall sports season. Our football team is still alive and plays tomorrow night in what should be an outstanding football game and atmosphere here at Monroe Central. We'll be taking on Tri-Central. But next Thursday night, Fall Sports Awards will recognize our athletes for their accomplishments this year. Job well done to MC. My next topic that I'd like to talk to you today about are the ISTEP results. Those results have not been released at this point. However, the Indiana Department of Education has required that all schools send a parent letter out, which all of our parents will receive if your student took the ISTEP test last year. You'll get that letter by no later than next Friday, November the 6th. In that letter, you'll have instructions on how to access your child's ISTEP results on the CTV Parent Network. There will be a specific invitation code that you will need in order to see how your child did. Something different this school year. We as a school do not have those results yet. You as parents will actually be the first individuals to see how your child did. We hope as a school to be able to receive those results from the Department of Education within the next few weeks. But when you get on the site, you should be able to tell if your child passed plus, or did not pass in the areas of math and language arts. And then also they may have participated in the science or social studies ISTEP test last year. There is one issue that we are aware of with regards to the ISTEP results. Because of the problems with establishing cut scores, there has been a great delay in the release of these results. The Department of Education is requiring that we send these letters out with the codes, but we can tell you as of today, those results are not available on the screen. So we ask for your patience. Continue to check that site to see how your child did. Within the next week or two, you should be able to see a report and be able to determine if your child passed, did not pass, or passed plus on the ISTEP. Another change, if you would like your child's ISTEP test to be rescored, if it was close between did not pass and pass, you as a parent are responsible for requesting that rescore. We cannot do that as a school. We would be glad to help you if you have any questions. There should be instructions with your letter and on the CTB website. If you have any questions, concerns, please don't hesitate to contact your building principals about the ISTEP. This is obviously a monumental task for our students. It's a great deal of stress that we place on our students. We want to make sure we recognize them for their hard work and celebrate their results once they become available to us. Finally, today I would like to talk to you about next year's school calendar. We are in the process of conducting a survey for next school year's calendar. That survey will be available on our school website, and it's open to all of our staff members, our students, and their families. You will need a school login and password in order to access this survey. So parents, if you would like to participate, and we encourage you to do so, please just get your child's school login and password and submit your survey. We're asking for information about the calendar for next year. We have some ideas that we are considering for next school year. Our plan is to have a calendar adopted at our December 8th school board meeting. That way you as families can plan your vacations, know when school's starting next year. And again, we hope to have this finalized at the December 8th meeting. Before we can do that though, we need to get some information. We just really want to know what you think about our calendar. So that's why we're conducting this survey. One of the questions that we're going to ask you is about the virtual option. We are studying this option this school year and considering implementing it during the 16-17 calendar year. This option would allow us as a school corporation to conduct school on those days that we have inclement weather through our technology, through our Chromebooks. We obviously are not able to do that at this point, but we are considering it for next year. We have some technology hurdles to get over, but we believe that this could be a viable option for next school year because we have Chromebooks available now to all of our students K through 12. So it is a possibility if it works from a technology standpoint and also from an educational standpoint. Is it a sound decision with regards to the education of all of our students? So that's something we are considering. One big advantage to the virtual option is that it helps us to establish an end to school. We would know when school would end. We would not have to worry about additional days at the end of the school year because we would be able to actually have school on those days that we aren't physically in the building. We're studying this. Like I said, we'd just like to get your opinion as to whether or not you would be interested in it. Several school corporations in the state of Indiana are reporting excellent results from the virtual option, and we're considering it. So here's a calendar, and this is just simply to get the discussion rolling. This would be a potential calendar that we might consider for the 16-17 school year. It mirrors the calendar that we are using this year, a lot of similarities. But 3 or 4 of the questions that we're asking you in this survey that I'd like to kind of go over with you at this point. One would be fall break. Currently, we have parent-teacher conferences on a Wednesday and Thursday night, and students have Friday followed by a Monday and Tuesday off for fall break. So they're away from school for 3 days. Many schools in the state of Indiana are now going to an entire week off for fall break as they look to balance their calendars. So that's one of the questions we're asking you in the survey. Do you prefer just having 3 days as we do currently, or would you rather to have an entire week, 5 days off for fall break? Another question that we're asking you in the survey is with regards to winter break. The Christmas holiday falls on a Sunday in the 16-17 school year. Traditionally, we take 2 weeks off during winter break. So one example would be to take off from the 19th to the 30th, and that would put students back on January the 2nd. Another example would be to delay the start of winter break and allow students to come to school on the 19th and 20th, and their first day off would be the 21st, which would bring students back on January the 4th with a couple days off after New Year's. And then a final question that we're asking you with regard to specific calendar dates is in reference to the spring break. This school year, we are taking the Thursday and Friday off before spring break, and we're using those as snow makeup days. Those potentially may not be necessary if we go to a virtual option. So we are asking you in the 16-17 school year, would you like to still have the Thursday and Friday off before spring break? And some schools are actually even going to a Friday off before spring break with an additional Monday off after spring break to help with travel so that parents won't have to travel on a busy weekend. Just something to think about as you look at that survey. We value your opinions, and we'll be studying those as we build the calendar here in the next month. And then finally, we are asking you about, as I talked about earlier, that virtual option. If we could work out the technology and if we could get our staff trained on how to do this in an educationally sound manner for a student, would this be an option that you would like for us to consider? That option allows us not to have additional days added at the end of our calendar year, and it also pretty much guarantees that we would be off on days that we traditionally use as snow makeup days. For example, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, and Good Friday. And as I said earlier, it would pretty well zero in on May 25th in this example being our last day for students, with no additional days added on at the end of the school year because we made up those days through the virtual option. Again, we encourage you to get on our school website to take the survey. It should only take you just a few minutes. And again, you will need a Monroe Central login in order to take the survey. Well, again, my name is Adrian Moulton, and I'm the superintendent here at Monroe Central. It's been a fantastic start to our school year. We have a lot of great things going on. I congratulate again our students and our staff for a fantastic beginning to the 15-16 school year. If you would like to contact me at any point, if you have questions or just would like to share something with me, don't hesitate to email me. My email address is listed here on the screen. Also, I'm available by telephone, and I encourage you to follow me on Twitter. If you're into Twitter, I try to keep updates through my Twitter account. Again, I thank you for listening to this, our first webcast of the school year, and go Bears.